Hey everyone, this is In. This is my top 15 best looking Mega Man X Mavricks. Now before we begin, first a few rules. I'm going to be excluding Vile, Sigma, Doppler, the X-Hunters, and all of them like that. Only the ones that will give you weapons if you beat them. So, without further ado, let's get it on! Number 15. Get your pitchforks. Splash Warfly from Mega Man X. Seven. Ugh. Still hurts me to say that. Now then, though the fight's okay with him, but I'm not talking about their fights. I'm talking about their design. Now then, Splash Warfly does look appropriate, and like he looks kind of flyish, and I like that he has an oxygen tank with a tube on his back and the breather device on his mouth. That looks appropriate. And I just like his color scheme of blue, yellow, white, and I like the accent of red for a nice flare appearance. It is a good design, but there's 14 I like more. And there's still one more from a game that's bad. But it's not the next one. Number 14. His final really Sting. It's Sting Chameleon from Mega Man X 1. Yep, it's from the original. Now then, where do I start with his design? First off, he has an appropriate pink tongue for a chameleon. He has all those spikes on him, the green and yellow color scheme in. That looks appropriate for him. I also like how he has like a giant frill spike frill, or whatever the heck that is. And I see how his tail splits into 2 spikes. And look at those arms. They look like other feet. But I guess that's meant to look that way. Also, one eye of his is not the same as his other eye. Does that mean he lost his eye, or is that just for X-ray vision? But one thing I do know about him, he looks cool. Number 13, an insult from him will really bite. Wheel Gator from X2. You probably all saw him coming. I mean, just look at him. First off, those red wheels lined with spikes around his arms. That is pretty cool. Then there's the fact that he actually looks like a gator, and they actually decided to make him look like that. Then you can see he's lined with spikes. He has webbed feet. Wait, what? And I actually like the shade of green they went with. Also, look at that mouth. Look at it! You could probably crunch your head in 2 with that thing. Hopefully, he doesn't want to turn you into a snack. Also, a brief mention about his fight. It's in a room filled with... oh gosh, it's filled with blood. Number 12. Really? I'm touching this game again? Ryborski from X7. I know. A lot of you don't like this, but I can't help but love his design. First off, look at him. The red and all that machinery just, looks, awesome! Plus, his gimmick of, transforming into a vehicle, yes, I know. 3 Robot Masters did that, but that's the classic series, not the X series. Well, I gotta say, also those mufflers on his arms look awesome. Plus, it actually made his head look like a pig head. Too bad his design was wasted on such an awful fight, and awful game, and awful stage. Why do you do this to us? You make cool looking Mavricks for an awful game. Really? Why do you taunt us, Capcom? Number 11. This will be a dark entry. Dark Mantis from X8. Yeah, this is from the most underrated X game. And we have Dark Mantis. Where do I begin? First off, that name, Dark Mantis. That just sounds so good to say. Also, those scythes on his arms. Holy moly, and that black and purple just makes him look really dangerous. Like, imagine if those scythes were the other way around. I would be really scared of him. Yeesh. You know, for getting that such a weak Maverick roster, they really made a good design with this one. And also his son looks like a mantis. Okay, I'm starting to worry he might come in and kill me. Number 10. You know the drill. Tunnel Rhino from X3. Now then, what's the first thing you notice about him? He looks similar to Ground Man from Mega Man and Base. And he has wheels on his feet. Also, he's a rhino with a drill for a horn and drills on his hands. What's not awesome about that? Also, his green head does look out of place, but I just can't help but love his design. Also, his color scheme's pretty awesome. So, what else is there to say? Well, there's a little nitpick I have. The blue hands look kind of out of place. That's just my one nitpick with him. And the green head's also a bit out of place, but meh, he's a rhino. And next is number 9. This guy's been training. Slash Beast from X4. You all knew an X4 one would come on here, but you're probably thinking, where's the one you were hoping for? He's on this list. So, for Slash Beast, I love his color scheme first. As like the orange, yellow, white, black, on the brown. Then, one thing I like about him, the way he enters his fight. He literally runs onto the trains. Holy moly, and you fight him on a train. Haha, yeah. Also, that hairdo of his. That looks awesome. Also, look at the size of those sharp claws that could undoubtedly slice you into bits and turn you into Swiss cheese. Oh no. Thank goodness he's not real, or otherwise he'll definitely tear me to pieces. Number 8. Hope you can bear this. Grizzly Slash from X5. Okay, this is one of the weaker Mavricks from X5, because they did botch his in-game animation, but still look at him. The rockets on his back, the spikes on his has the giant red claw. Wow. And that scar up on his right eye just makes him look like he's been jangling with, I don't know, maybe Wheelgator and survived. Heck, maybe even Slash Beast has survived. That is awesome. But actually it looks like he lost his left arm, and I guess that's what they were going for, because they made the red one stick out so much. Also, look at the size of those claws. Okay, why am I getting scared of all these Mavricks afraid they'll kill me? Someone please, get the elephant darts. Get him away from me. I still love him though. Number 7. This one will blow you out of the water. Squid Atler from X5. Yeah, another one from X5, but believe me, there's still one more. So, what's to say about this one? He's a squid. Way more menacing than a launch octopus who's an octopus. Sorry, I sounded like a broken record there. Also, look at his one tentacle. It has a drill on the end. Also, he's white and blue. I don't know why, but that just screams awesome. So, look at him. He has pointy tentacles, the spikes on the end of them, the awesome head design. Oh man, does he look awesome. I also see a bit of red there, which does stand out a bit, which is why he's not higher, but who cares? he's still way better than Launch Octopus, and his design is definitely one of the best. Next up, number 6, ready for war. Commander Yenmark from X6. For a less than stellar game, it has Commander Yenmark. What's the first thing you know about him? He's based on a dragonfly. And he has a red visor. What's not awesome about that? Plus, he commands dragonflies. What's not awesome about that? Plus, and a good thing about dragonflies, they eat those annoying mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. Well, the thing that just sticks out for me is those yellow things around his wrists, which do look out of place, but aren't that big of a deal. Also, those wings. He just looks so cool. But he's still not the best looking out of X6. Yes, there's one higher than him. Number 5. He's a little airheaded. The Skyver from X5. Okay, this is the last one from X5 on this list. So, what's like about the Skyver? First off, he looks like he's from Britain or something. I mean, look at that, those shoulder pads, and he's based on a Pegasus. He's the only one here based on a fictional animal. Well, he's kind of the first, because there's another one based on a fictional animal, but still, just look at that. White and red and gold just looks awesome. Also, those wings. They're basically bigger than him and they look so cool. Oh my gosh. Plus, he's a former commander of the Reploid Air Force, which I guess is a division of the Repliforce. Huh. Maybe him and Slash Beast were teammates. Or friends. I don't know. Number 4. You hungry for some chicken? Burn Rooster from X8. Yeah, he's not the best out of X8, but he's certainly the best looking in my opinion. First, those giant feet. I know that chicken don't have big feet. Well, I think they do, but he's a rooster. Plus, look at those tanks on his face. Also, on his belt, he has a thermometer, probably to measure how hot he is. Then there's his giant flaming feathers on the top of his head. That is one really scary one. Plus, his name reminds me of the Robot Master Burner Man, or Burn Man, whatever the heck it's called. I used to call him Burner Rooster, but it's Burn Rooster. I usually really get that confused. But an awesome Maverick for an underrated game. Number 3. Hope you don't get crabby with this one. Bubble Crab from X2. Easily the best looking out of X2. Now you're probably thinking, what sense did that make? I put an alligator here, then show a crab? Shouldn't the alligator be at number 3? I decided to go with Bubble Crab. First, those spikes on his shoulders. He looks so cool. Plus, it looks like he's always angry. Then there's those things on his head, and his design's just perfectly simple yet good looking. And that's one thing I can admire about him. He makes himself look cool without going over the top, which is something I really like. Plus all the red is, well, appropriate for a crab. I really like this one, but there's still 2 more I like more than him. Don't worry, he's still not good. He's still not the worst. Far from it. But you saw on number 2 coming. Number 2. Hadouken! Magma Dragoon from X4. What? He's not at number 1? Well, I can see where you're coming from. But let me tell you, he has the exact same issue that Tunnel Rhino has. The blue fists, especially on a Fire Maverick, just look out of place. So, What's there to like about his design? First off, those beads. Those are Akuma's beads. You know, Akuma from Street Fighter. Plus he's a dragon. A robot dragon. And just look at those feet of his. Oh. Plus, the blue hands are just the one blemish, but he can do the Hadouken and Shoryuken that Ryu can. Although he's based on Akuma, he's still from Street Fighter. Capcom, you've really outdone yourself. He's still the best Maverick, just not the best looking one. Number 1, talk about heartburn. This one is Blaze Heatnix from X6. I know he's not better than Commander Yenmark, but because his fight and stage are bad. But look at him. He's a phoenix, humanoid phoenix, for crying out loud. And he has a flaming head and flaming shoulder pads, and those wings just, oh my gosh! That looks awesome! And the only thing I don't like is that green spot on his tail, but that's only a minor nitpick. I love this Maverick to bits! Even though not for his fighter, for his stage, all that matter, but still, Blaze Heatnix looks awesome. And I hope his design gets more credit, even if his fight and stage suck. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with a friend, and comment on it. See